Well, hello, sunshines. I hope that you can see me. We are in the shed today. Isn't this great? This cleaned out shed. This is why I wanted to clean it out, because normally I try to come in here and work. I think I told you all already, it's not a heated shed, but I have a heat source that I use in this shed. So on decent days like today, I can still come out here and get some work done. I love being inside, but when I'm doing some garden stuff, I like coming outside, right? So today what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be planting up some actual house plants, which is so interesting. I'm outside with the house plants, but we'll bring them inside. And so I'm not going to go crazy with house plants, but I did pick up a few more a couple of weeks ago, and I just haven't planted them up, and I need to plant them up. This actually is just drying out. It needs soil. This is a crocus. Super, super cute. I don't know all the names of these plants. I knew that one because that's a fall plant, right? And so what I'm also going to be doing in this video, I wanted just to kind of reintroduce myself. I feel like there's a lot of new people here, a lot of new subscribers. Hi, which I'm so happy you're here. But so I just wanted to take the time as I'm planting up to just kind of introduce myself again to the new followers, just tell you a few things about myself, okay? So I hope you enjoy this video and this type of content. This right here, I'll go through the plants. This is, I didn't bring my glasses out here once again. This is a begonia, and it's super pretty. And I say everything is super pretty. Then we have this plant right here. I'm not sure what, but I'll bring it in a little closer, and I hope this lighting is working. I use my shop lights in here, which I use as grow lights or whatever to kind of light up the shed when I'm in here when needed, because I only have 2 windows and the sun's not out, so it's not that bright in here. Then I love me a variegated plant. So look at this one. I'll try to remember to put the names up on the screen. We also have this one, and oh my gosh, does it need some water? And I love it. Do you see the pattern in that plant? Oh, so pretty. So, and then the last one that I'm going to plant up while we're chatting a bit is this little tree. And so I'll try to remember when I go through the video to put the name of these up. And I'm going to see if this is helping or not helping, this light right here. Oh, it's helping. Oh, it's dark. So anyways, and so let's get these planted. These are some of the pots that I got from the thrift store. I'm going to be using those today, as well as I ordered these hanging pots that I think are super cute, and there's a detail in them. And so I'm going to be using those as well and hanging them up inside that window, my bay window. And so I'm repotting this. This is a pothos. I know that. I'm repotting this to go in one of these to hang in the window. And so let's just start off. I'm always saying hello, sunshine, to you all, and I never say my name. But it's okay. My name is in the description. But my name is Lakeisha. That is my name. My name is Lakeisha. I live in the state of Massachusetts, where we are a zone 6B. We were a zone 7, I believe it was 7A, but we're now 6B since all the zone changes took place. And so now I am in area 6B. I did not take out any of my plants. I'm not worried about nothing happening because the zone changed. I still just planted up things that I this past spring and summer, I still planted up things that, I try to look at the zone. And I don't think that's too far, 7, 6B, just, I'm not a zone expert either. So, and so that's where I garden at. I live on an acre. So I garden. We say it's a homestead because we do have animals. And so I garden on a 1 acre land, 1 acre property. That's where I garden on. And so I do have lots of space to garden. But that's not where I started. When I first started gardening, I don't even know what the square footage was of the space, but I started in pots. And so I started in a very small area when I started gardening, and that's how it just took off. And that was in 2018 when I started off planting up my veggie garden. And so now, being on this 1 acre land, I'm able to plant so much more, of course, and I'm glad about it. And I'm trying to take advantage, trying to just do what we can to have better food. So we do have animals. Right now, we have goats. We have currently 5 goats, and their names are Macho. I'm trying to take this off. Oh, I don't think I have to. Oh, this is super cool. Wait a minute. And so, wait a minute. It looks like this right here lets me know if there's water in there. So I don't think, I was trying to make sure like the holes. Oh, I got it off. Okay, I got it off. I hope I didn't break it. Did y'all hear that? If I broke this, which is a part of my life, and I think I did, oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself. Because a lot of times you have to take these off in order. I broke it. You don't need to take this one off. Oh no. I'm always doing something. That is my middle name. Always breaking something, always doing something. Okay. I'm going to figure out how I can put this back together. I doubt if I can. I'll just use this other part. Well, oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. And I like forced it. Okay. I'm going to have to try to figure out something with that. Anyways. And so where was I? So we have goats. We currently have 5 goats. We did have 7 goats. Unfortunately, 2 of them passed away. But we have 5 goats. We have Macho. I always call him my macho man. We have Macho. And then we have Gina and Pam. Those are the 2 girl goats. And we also have Midnight and Shug. So those are the goats that we currently have on the property that we are raising. We are raising our goats. The purpose of the goats and why we got them to clear land, and they did an excellent job. And let me let you all know, can you all see that root system? The root system is excellent. And so we got the goats in order for them to clear the land. And then, and so we're keeping them as pets right now. So we don't have any plans to butcher the goats as of now. We don't have any plans to butcher the goats. They will be our pets, and they'll continue to help us clear the land. And so here's that first plant potted up. This one right here has strings. The next animals that we have, currently we do have 2 pigs. Our pigs are not pets. Our pigs will actually, we have them for food. And so we will be butchering the pigs. The hopes is to be butchering the pigs in the month of March. We do not butcher them on land ourselves. We take them to a butcher that we've been working with for the past 3 years. And so those 2 pigs will be going in the freezer. And so they don't have any names. You know, my husband sometimes will say pork chop or something like that, and bacon. But we don't name them because we're going to butcher them. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I broke the other one. This is super cute. I'm going to have to figure out how I can attach that. I'm thinking that I will be able to get some glue and just, put some glue around the edge and get it back on that way. I'm just so over myself for doing that. So I don't know if I'm gonna say, I wanted to actually put this variegated plant in here. So I still might do that, because if I do that, yeah, I'll just do that, because I'll just take the bottom off, because that's the plant that I wanted in this planter. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the pigs. So we have the pigs, and like I said, they will go to a butcher. We've been working with this butcher. It's about an hour away, so it's a drive. We've been working with them for about 3 years. This is our second set of pigs. And so we still actually have meat from our first set of pigs, and they actually that was about 2 years ago when we had them butchered. And so that I have a nice sized family, but it was such a great experience. Especially like I learned how to make a lot of things. Like I made lard, my own lard. I made bacon, which is a 10-day process. I made our own bacon. So it was an experience that I really enjoyed, and I want us, of course, to have our own meat as much as possible. And then the other thing that's not on the other animal that's not on the property right now are meat birds. We raise meat birds. We've been raising meat birds for the past 3 years. And last year we raised 100 meat birds, and we raised them in batches of 50. And they were grass fed. They did get grain. They did get grain, but they were mainly grass fed. Like we moved them on the grass and every day, and so they were getting a lot of nutrition and from the grass. So they weren't solely grass fed. Let me be clear about that. The other animal that's not on the property right now are our turkeys. We raise turkeys, and the turkeys, oh, I got to get this some water. The turkeys are, there goes that plant. I'm going to get this inside and get this some water, and I'm sure it will be fine. And so we also raise turkeys, and the turkeys are not long to raise. The meat birds, we have them for about 8 weeks, and then we get them butchered. And then the turkeys, I feel like we have them for like a couple of months. I think we got them in, I don't know, to May or towards the end of summer or something like that. And then we got them butchered the beginning of November. So, they're here for a little while. They don't bother me. And so, and then what else? The other animals we have, of course, are our chickens, our laying hens and roosters. And so we have our laying hens out there, and those laying hens are our second, or I want to say third round, actually, because we got a first round of laying hens. It was only 8 of them. I loved them. I truly enjoyed them. But unfortunately, we had a dramatic situation where a fox came on our property a few times back to back. All of our flock except for 2, which is the rooster that I call Ruru. That's the black and like white rooster. And then there's one white bird hen that it did not. And so but that's a part of it, and we try our best to protect them. And of course we have dogs. We have Mr. Brown. You all know Mr. Brown, who's out there now. We have Mr. Brown, and then we have Cuddy, and we also have our other dog. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? Her name is Cuddy. Cuddy, and then we have the baby Yo-Yo. And so that's our current situation with our animals. Of course, the dogs are pets. I think this would look really pretty in here. That begonia. I think the begonia. Yeah, I was thinking about this plant, but I think it's actually that might do well. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I don't know if this lighting is working the way it's working in here for me. Look at that. Okay, maybe that's better. Can you all see me still? You all can see me. I don't know. I think I actually do like this one in here. So I'm gonna put this one in here. And so we do, so those are our pets, of course, that we have. It's been a great experience raising our animals, I will say. Very sad experience when our goats unfortunately got sick. The two goats got sick and passed away. That was not not what we were expecting, but we were also new to goats. Um, One of them we do believe we got unfortunately sick already. We believe that the goat was sick. And so, you know, I don't know. I'm not blaming the owners or where we got them from. So, I mean, it just happens. It's to be expected. So, when you are starting your homestead or trying to raise animals, and we did our due diligence and learned all about them and, and how to care for them and everything, but things do happen. And so, try not to blame anyone, but, so that was unfortunate. As far as like when we take the meat birds in for butchering, that's not sad for us at all, not even our children. And I say children, but please know that my children are adults. They will always be my babies. So my children are of age. And so but yeah, and so it wasn't hard from them even starting when we first started, butchering the animals. They understood, what the process was going to be and what that was going to look like and why we had the particular animals. Like the meat birds and the turkeys, they were excited. So that was a good thing. Oh, that looks pretty in there. All of these plants need water. Let me see. I feel like, yep, there we go. All of these plants are desperate for water. So, okay, that's that plant. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 plants and we only have 3 pots. Gonna have to see what I can do. I do have a terracotta pot. Not this one. This one has mint. Oh, I can use this little terracotta pot. Terracotta pot to the rescue. Okay, so I think I want to put this crocus in here. Oh, that will be pretty. Okay, yep, the crocus will go in there. Let's plant up this one. Um, this planter. And so yeah, and so I think that if you are thinking about, if you're watching this channel because you're interested in gardening, I don't think you need to wait for some let's see. I keep stopping so you guys can see. Oh, that is going to be pretty in that pot. Yeah, I want that in that pot. I don't think you have to wait till you have some huge space, some huge land. Even with the animals, I was like, can we raise these animals on this? Certainly could. We have an acre, and I know, I watch a lot of people that I watch with homesteads. They have acreage, like meaning they have like 5 acres and 10 acres and 20 and 100 acres. Like I watch people that have tons. And but you got to start where you are. Just like when I started my garden, I started in those buckets. I learned a lot about those buckets. I followed a lot of people on YouTube and learned a lot of things from them. And that's my goal here, is that as I am doing things here on my property, on my land, that I can encourage someone else to do the same. And so just get started. I think it's just getting started. Getting started can be the hardest part. um but I'm here to encourage you. Hopefully you have people in your space like to encourage you. And sometimes you have to be encouraged to push. I know, like, I remember we were gonna we started when we first did meat birds, we did 25, and my husband was like, the next year he's like, we can do 50 at one time. We can do more than that. We only did like 25 that very first time, and then we were like, we got to do more because we wanted to have enough to feed our family. So the only thing that we don't grow, I tell people all the time, as far as meat, because we eat off our land, is we don't have our own beef, so we don't have a cow or anything like that. It's my understanding, like if you have a cow, that you're going to need at least 3 acres for a cow. And so, you know, trying to be responsible for the things. If you get a cow, like on, and you can just leave it inside of like a small area, but I don't know if that would be good for the cow. So yeah, I don't think we'll be getting a cow, but and so we don't have a cow, so we do purchase beef. We get it from a market, actually. And so I didn't even test that one. I just stuck it in there and I like it. So it's staying. um, we do eat out. So we don't only eat our food. We do eat out. Like I said, my children are adults, and so sometimes they don't want what I cook. But most of the time, you know what? They do eat what I cook. But if they want to get something, they go out with their friends, you know. And so, but we do eat off our land, you know. But yes, we do eat out, because I know some people say, oh, they only eat off from their land. Like my garden is such a nice sized garden. I grow a lot of things. But as the years go by, I'm not going to grow so much of everything, like tomatoes, for one. I have a freezer full of tomatoes. I have cans of stuff. I don't need a lot of tomatoes. That looks so good. And so that's one of the things that I won't be growing a lot of. Oops, almost forgot to put the tag with it. There we go. And so, you know, I'm going to be a little more picky with the garden this year. I have like I said, a decent sized space. I grow in raised beds. I don't go in ground like with the flowers, but I grow my vegetables in raised beds. And so those raised beds I got for a good price off of Amazon. I'm sure they're still there. Um, and so, yeah. And so 2 fun facts about me. I'll tell you 2 fun facts about me before we end this. And one fun fact is that I collect mugs. Like, not only do I like to garden, do I like to, you know, tend to my animals, I also like to collect mugs. And so what I do for myself every year, and I don't have every single mug, because after a while you have to downsize, right? We talked about that. And so I collect a mug for spring. Spring is always my first mug. So look to me getting my spring mug. And so the mug that I got for spring this year was from my daughter. She got me my spring mug this year. And so it was super pretty. I'll actually put it up on the screen for you. Then I skip summer, and I told myself this year, you know, I'm going to get a summer mug too. Because I usually use the spring mug. Doesn't that look good? I usually use the spring mug for the summer mug too. So, but this year I think I'm going to get a summer mug. And then in the fall, my grandmother got me my fall mug. She got me this beauty right here that I'm going to show you all. She got me this, and it's just super pretty. I love the mug she got me. And then I purchased my my winter mug. And isn't she lovely? Like, that winter mug is so cute. So that's a fun fact about me, that I collect mugs, and I'll be starting to get my collection on in the spring. The other fun fact about me is I like word searches. I like a good word search. And so I got a lot of lovely gifts this year for Christmas, and I was spoiled. My birthday is a few days after Christmas, so I celebrated a birthday as well. But one of the nice, thoughtful gifts that I loved came from my daughter, Melody. And that gift was this crossword puzzle. Do you see this crossword puzzle? This crossword puzzle is the book of Psalms, the entire book of Psalms. And you get to read the actual chapter, and then you look for the words within the chapter. And not only, it's just such a thoughtful gift because she knows how much I like crossword puzzles. It's like how I pass time and things that I do in the winter months when I can't be outside. And I'm trying not to buy tons of plants for inside to work on. And so I thought that was such a thoughtful gift, you know, for her to get me. And so that was another fun fact about me. So 2 fun facts about me. And so we are done planting. I'm going to just sit this here. Oops. Let me make, oh boy. Oh, thank God I know what this is. This is a crouton. I think I said that in the beginning. I don't know what I said in the beginning. I could have called it a crouton. I don't know. And then stick this over here. Sorry for the sniffles, but it is chilly, but my heat source is working lovely. These little bags come in handy, so I'm going to just stick them over there. And then here are our plants planted up. Finally, I know they're so happy and they're ready for some water. I'm going to give them a good soak when I get them inside. Put this bag of soil. Let's clean this up. I open the door so the sunlight is always better. So here are our plants. Let me bring you in for a close-up. So here are our plants planted up, ready to go inside. I'm going to go inside and see where I want to place all of them and try to figure out how to fix the one that I broke. I can't believe I did that, but those are the type of things that I do. But this is going to be it for indoor plants. Now I have to count how many indoor plants I have. But this right here is going to be it. I hope you enjoyed our conversation and our plant up. You learned a little more about me and what I'm doing here on my 1-acre homestead. And if you're interested in growing food, go for it. You want to do house plants? Go for it. You want to raise animals? Go for it. You can do it. Don't wait until you get some super large space or anything like, just go for it. Just go for it. That's all I'm going to say. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you again for being here. Blessings. Bye.